The cool evening breeze slipped into the small apartment on Ackerbot Street, where Clara sat by her window. The book in her hands held the warmth of her childhood, but the memories brought a familiar ache of loneliness. "Why always the same memories?" she murmured. "Is it really this hard to let go?" Every corner of her home was a landmark of her past. The hum of the old refrigerator in the kitchen. The mismatched dishes, they all reminded her of the day she learned of her father's death. The sound of a teacup shattering on the floor still echoing in her mind. Yet, this kitchen also held small joys. The scent of her mother's apple pie, a recipe she knew by heart, could still bring a fleeting smile to her face. "Maybe today we can cheer ourselves up with a bit of pie," she whispered, reaching for the flour and sugar. Her bedroom was her sanctuary. The soft pastel tones and the books lining the walls reflected her inner world, a mix of regret for past mistakes and a flickering excitement for a future not yet written. This apartment wasn't just a space, it was a silent witness to her story, a place where she was slowly learning to forgive herself and find peace in the quiet moments. One morning, just as she was pulling a fresh pie from the oven, the doorbell rang. It was her old friend Elif. They hadn't seen each other in years. "Elif, it's so good to see you," Clara said, her surprise genuine. "I've missed you," Elif replied, pulling her into a warm hug. Over tea, their conversation deepened. "Clara, I heard about your father. I'm so sorry," Elif said gently. Tears welled in Clara's eyes. "Thank you. It's been hard." Elif's response was simple but powerful. "I know you're strong, but you don't have to be alone. I'm here for you." Elif's visits became more frequent. They laughed, shared stories, and sometimes just sat in comfortable silence. Clara felt a lightness she hadn't experienced in a long time. One day, Elif arrived with an invitation. "This Saturday, I'm throwing you a small party. Some of our old friends will be there." Clara hesitated. The thought of socializing felt daunting. But Elif insisted, "Please, Clara. You need a little color in your life." Clara reluctantly agreed. That Saturday, she walked into a room filled with familiar faces and warm greetings. At first, she felt overwhelmed, but soon she found herself relaxing, genuinely enjoying the company. "Clara, you look amazing," an old friend said, and for the first time in a long while, Clara believed it. Surrounded by friends, she remembered a kind of happiness she had long forgotten. Something inside her was starting to shift. The very next day, the phone rang. It was her brother, Can. They hadn't spoken in what felt like an eternity. "Can, is that you?" she asked, her voice trembling with excitement. His tone was tense. "Clara, I need to talk to you. I found some things after Dad's death." Her heart raced. "What is it?" he replied. "Dad wrote a letter before he passed. You need to read it. Can you come over?" When she arrived, Ken handed her the letter. As she read her father's words, his love, his regrets, and his apologies poured from the page. Tears streamed down her face. "Why didn't you tell me sooner?" she sobbed. I was shocked when I found it, Can said softly. But now I know Dad really loved you. He realized his mistakes. Finishing the letter, a profound sense of peace settled over her. Her father's words had given her the permission she needed to forgive both him and herself. "Thank you, Ken," she said, hugging her brother tightly. "What matters now is how you feel," he said. "You have to forgive yourself, Clara. Dad already did." From that day on, Clara's life began to change. The memories in her apartment were still there, but now they were sources of comfort, not sorrow. She started looking to the future with hope. One evening, as she sat by the window, Elif came in. "How are you, Clara?" she asked. Clara smiled, a soft, genuine smile. "I'm good, Elif. For the first time in my life, I truly feel that everything will be okay." Elif sat beside her. "That's wonderful to hear. You have to move forward, Clara. There are so many people who love you." Clara nodded. She knew her friend was right. She had to forgive herself and embrace the future, and she knew she could because she was no longer alone. Thank you so much for watching. If Clara's story resonated with you, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more stories about healing and new beginnings. We'll see you in the next one.